Satsang. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam to all the participants, all the viewers, all the Rajya Sabha members, all the Chit Sabha members, everybody that are joining with us for the special Nithyananda Satsang, Sudden Enlightenment Guaranteed, experiencing enlightenment suddenly. For all the participants, every one of you that are here, this session is going to be a very important preparation for the satsang. Swamiji has revealed so many important truths, literally like taken out our mind, how our thoughts work, taken it out and given it to us in a language that we can understand, that we can connect to, we can relate with. So we're all going to be preparing ourselves for the satsang. I want to first request all the participants to please come and settle down. Because in the satsang yesterday, Swamiji revealed important truths about how the three modes of our mind is. Understanding how our thoughts function, how our chit, jata and granthi, the chit jata granthi, how it happens, whether the buddhi, chitta or ahankara.
See, right now, even as you listen to these words, there is a voice in your head following along, isn't it? Sometimes it agrees, sometimes it opposes, sometimes it commands. See, you cannot predict with certainty what this voice will say next, this voice inside of you. This unpredictability is the first clue to understanding your mind's true nature. See, the three modes of your mind, the one thing which we all struggle with is to understand our mind, is to understand ourselves. The first thing Swamiji says is this. Even now, as you listen to these words from me, even now, as you listen to anyone around you also speak, there is a mind voice, there is a voice in your head that is following along. Each time it might say different things. Sometimes you'll agree with it. Sometimes that voice will oppose. Sometimes it comments. You can never predict, but you know that there's a voice following you. This unpredictability is what is the first step, the first clue towards understanding the mind's true nature. See, the mind itself is like a car with both a car, you can drive it manually and also put it in autopilot mode. So for some time you'll be driving a car. When you want, you can switch to autopilot. Sometimes consciously you drive it. Sometimes automatically it's on autopilot. See, we take responsibility for everything. Even the autopilot thought. See, even if you want to put the car in autopilot mode, that also you are the one taking the decision. All these thoughts, all the thoughts, everything which the mind creates, we take responsibility for all of them. We are only responsible for all of that. Even the autopilot, even when it's in autopilot mode. This only creates the unnecessary guilt and confusion.
See, actually, all of us need to understand this, especially now, in a time where science is talking in a lot about the mental health awareness, because for people, the ability to handle thoughts has really become a crisis. Because whether it is inability to control emotions or going through anxiety and the existential crisis that people go through, there are so many such situations. But for Swamiji so beautifully revealed to all of us about the functioning of our mind. How exactly the manas functions in us, the mind functions in us. And this is such an important core truth for us to understand, because only if we recognize this, only if we understand this truth, we understand how the basic had revealed to all of us yesterday how the mind that, as we know, the manas that we know, there are three different modes in which it functions. And one of the most important truths that Swamiji revealed, how the chit, which is your thinking, where in the chit is where you consciously think and consciously listen, means you are listener and the thinker, both. You have complete sovereignty over them. You are aware of what you're listening to. You are aware of what you're thinking, and you have complete sovereignty. That's the first one, the chit. The second one is the jata, where your thinking and the talking inside you both are going in the autopilot mode. You have no control over them. You are only a witness. You're just not even a witness. It's like you have no choice and you're just listening to it. That's all.
So this is the zone. It's like the autonomous zone where neither thinking nor listening happens consciously. Both processes are on autopilot. Like, for example, your breathing or your heartbeat. Do you say, I am beating my heart? Or do you say, I am breathing? No, you don't, right? Or do you say, I'm digesting my food? No. Because all this happens without, you're not conscious of it, but it continuously happens. You continuously blink, you breathe, you're able to digest food, your heart is beating. All of this is not happening in your consciousness. You're not consciously doing. It's an autopilot. So this is the same with the jata. It's where neither your thinking nor your listening is not doesn't happen consciously. This mode is natural and it's not problematic when recognized. The third one is the chit jata granthi. This is the dangerous knot. Why? See, this is where your thoughts are forced upon you. See, it is not your creation. You haven't created it. It might not even be real. But you listen consciously. Your thoughts are forced upon you. You believe that these forced thoughts are yours and you execute them. It's like a thought from your past. It might not even be real. It sometimes we make it up. We generate that by ourselves. It's not even real. But they are forced upon you and we consciously listen to that. And we think that this are ours and we try to execute them. We execute them. Swamiji gave a beautiful analogy yesterday saying that it is like a politician, when a politician asks for voting. So it's like the politician will impose a decision upon you and you think that this is your decision and you start executing it. Neither good, and it's individually not good for you. So the result is where you become a prisoner. You literally become a prisoner executing someone else's commands because these thoughts are not yours. Sometimes it's created, it's fabricated, they're not yours, but you listen and you just start executing it. This is what is responsible for all the suffering, criminal behavior, and life destruction. Swamiji, actually, this truth which Swamiji has revealed is one of the most profound truths. Because understanding the human mind, Swamiji even said yesterday that this is why all the people in jail, it's not that they want to. It's not that they are consciously, it's not that they want to be in jail. By nature, Swamiji has already said, by nature, all human beings are good. But this trap, the chit chata granthi, is where your thoughts are forced upon you, fabricated by the mind. You believe that it is yours and you do execute them. And this is the reason for all the suffering. Actually, I see many participants that are joining us here, all the e-citizens. Ainar Savotinzaya, Ma Sanghavasini, Ma Kela Brosad, Ma Vesanta Kiste, Ma Prematavasi, Ma Jalandhara Ma Janani Ramaswamy, and Ma Kamala, and I have so many people that are joining here. Nithyanandam to every one of you. Can each of you take a few minutes to post? See, because what Swamiji is revealing in this is an extremely important truth for us to understand. Our mind
the way how our mind functions, to be able to understand our thoughts, to be able to understand how the ahankara forms, how the ahankara forms in us. See, Swamiji so beautifully explained about what and gave a completely new definition to ego, to ahankara. Swamiji says, our name creates a false sense of continuity. This continuity only makes you own up to all of your thoughts as yours. See, the name which we have, the identity which we carry, is what creates this false sense of continuity. And you think that these thoughts are all yours, all these made up, fabricated thoughts, something which is not even real or not even reality. We think it is ours and we do anything to execute them. See, Swamiji gave an example, like how yesterday Swamiji so beautifully gave an example about how if you call Rama's name, 1/3 of India will turn around. Or if you call Tyagaraja's name in Tiruvayur, then one third of Tiruvayur will turn around and see. So the whole name is what creates the false sense of continuity, which Swamiji so beautifully described and gave a whole new definition of as ego. Because the inner voice starts becoming the narrator of your story. It constantly weaves a fictional character which you mistake as yourself. See, now, for example, when Swamiji says, when you're watching a movie, right, you forget that it is an actor or an actress on the screen. Yes. Yes. Sorry for the technical glitch. See, it's, for example, when you watch a movie, you forget that it's an actor or an actress on the screen. You associate them with the character which they're playing. You think it is that actual character, correct? Because that is the identity which they're having, that is the role which they're playing. Now, Swamiji says this is much more dangerous even than that, because the inner voice makes you convinced, and it weaves a fictional character which you mistake as yourself. It creates a fictional character in your life. In this case, it's just a fictional character in a movie. But what your inner voice does, your inner thoughts does, is creates a fictional character in your life. It creates a fictional story, and you believe that that story is yours. You associate yourself and you believe that that fictional character is you. And just as we're all continuing to discuss upon this, can I request all of you to invite everybody? Ma Ananda Aditi, Ma Nadapriya, Nithyanandam, Ma Ananda Aditi, you have joined in the e-citizen room. You should be joining in Rajya Sabha room. Can we all invite all the Rajya Sabha members, all the e-citizens? You can all share this darshan. Invite everybody. The darshan is going to be starting very, very shortly. And there are many of you, many Rajya Sabha members, all can join the Rajya Sabha room. And all the Chit Sabha members can join here. I request all the Chit Sabha members. I see Ma Sharmila and Ma Rekha, Lohini Ma. All of you, please, can you all take a few minutes to invite the others? The darshan is going to start in just a few more moments. Please, could you all share the link? And this link is only for Chit Sabha members. Please do not share this link to any non-Chit Sabha members. Ma Divya, please could you help inform the Chit Sabha members? Okay. So continuing to understand, and as we are also talking, I request all of the viewers, all the e-citizens, everyone who's joining with us, you can post your clicks, your understandings in the comment section. We can have like a Jivatras others. So you can post your understandings, your clicks, all your powerful cognitions and understandings from yesterday's satsang in the chat, and we can discuss. So the problem with this whole, the inner voice is, when it starts doing this, it weaves a fictional story, a fictional character which you believe is you. And even though you have no role in generating the commands, we still sit to execute them. We go into the delusion that those commands are ours, and we work towards executing them. But we want freedom, which is naturally not going to happen. In this case, it is
you forgetting your true identity. It is a mistaken identity. You holding on to that identity of a fictional character, of this play which is happening in your life. And I request all the others also who are watching, even all the Paramashiva Sena participants who are sitting with us, who are joining us from St. Kitts and Nevis, and even in Kailasa, Tiruvannamalai, all of you can come to the Kailasa SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel. And from there, all of you can also post your comments and your questions, anything which you want to share. You can all post it in the chat. And also share this link along with your family members, friends, everyone, because this satsang is open to everyone. So anyone and everyone can join. You can also share this with all your family members, friends. Please invite all of them to join, because what we are going to be understanding today, just merely knowing the possibility or just knowing the answer to the question, who's behind all the noises in your head? Just merely knowing that you have an answer to this question is so liberating, isn't it? For how many of you, it is so liberating just to know when Swamiji revealed to us about how these conditionings is what shapes us, these beliefs, that false beliefs that we build, this is what shapes us. For how many of you, you feel like it was so liberating for you just to even understand this concept, just to even know that, yes, there is something that is out there. Like, I don't need to repent for something that, that is not mine, but it happens inside me independently. See, that's the best part. I really love, one of the main things is Swamiji is so compassionate, so sensitive to us, meaning he understands the human mind so well, so clearly well, that he makes sure the way what we are speaking and what we are thinking, he will know the next thought. What is the next, the inner conflict that will happen in you, and so profoundly addresses that. What we are talking about now is one of the most important aspects for us to be understanding about. And once again, I'd like to request, let us reach out to any Chit Sabha members, Rajya Sabha members, anybody who are not here, even on YouTube, for all of you that are watching us. The darshan is going to be starting in just a few more moments. So you can all post in the chat. All of you can post in the chat what each of you have understood, and also reach out to people. Please call and let them know, saying that darshan is starting shortly. You can all post it on your Facebook, invite people to join. It's a very important darshan and session that's going to be happening. So requesting all of you to make sure you're reaching out, informing, so people are able to join. Okay. See, the modern neuroscience has made a stunning discovery which validates what Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been speaking for eternity. See, all of you listen. The neuroscience study says only 30 to 50% of people have a constant inner monologue, less than 30% of the people. This is a study published by Scientific American, where they say that monologue, whatever happens in us, even more fascinating is you cannot predict what your inner voice will say next, exactly like what Swamiji told yesterday. Because you can never, though we are the ones receiving, though we are the ones conversing, we have no idea, we cannot predict what our inner voice will tell next. How many of you are understanding this? In all the e-citizens that have joined with us, I'd like to request every one of you, Jayakumar Sundaramurthy Ayya and Asa and Ma Raghunathan Ayya, Gautam Ghosh Ayya, Ma Kamala, NR Zavotans. I request every one of you to post in the chat your understandings from each of these truths. Jeremy Maxfield, Anam Bansal. Anam Bansal, I'm so happy you've joined here. Nithyanandam. You will really have big breakthroughs just by knowing the higher truths above you that exist. Just to know what governs the thoughts in your mind. Just to understand based on what your mind responds the way it responds. Ma Jalandhara Sthita has posted, getting bogged down and distracted by the noise, the speaker, the voices, the perception. And formulated around the fictional character we typically associated and adopted as ourselves.
through the name that we are given at birth. Exactly. You got it to the crux of the whole point. Because Swamiji revealed about Chit, which is Swamiji revealed about Buddhi, Chitta, and Ahankara. Where Buddhi is where the ability for you to, like where you're talking and thinking inside you is happening in your awareness. Chitta is where both the talking and the listening happens in autopilot mode. Next is the most dangerous. See, even in the autopilot mode, the chitta is not, it's not great. But okay. But the most dangerous is the third kind, where the chitta leaks into creating the delusion into your conscious listening and starts creating delusion. That is why we say buddhi, chitta, ahankara, where the ahankara forms in us. Ma Vesantaki says, posted, this was such a completion once and for all. For me, Swamiji dismantled the entire brain's thought process. Absolutely. Yes. Actually, how many of you felt like that? Swamiji literally dissected, opened your mind, dissected it for you and said, look, this is what it is. This is how the other pattern functions. This is how the other pattern functions. Put this is the right permutation combination. How many of you felt like that? Absolutely. That was the best part because it was Swamiji revealed step by step in extraordinary detail to all of us about what forms this basis. And actually that when based on what Swamiji had revealed, Swamiji had revealed about this. The same thing, the studies published in Scientific American and there's actually a study called the Stanford Breakthrough, where the Stanford, when they studied this patterns of how the inner monologue happens, they found out that for none of the human beings, it is a constant. And none of the human beings, which is why it is a leading cause to all the mental health issues. Okay, all right. So now let us all get ready to receive the darshan. Requesting everybody to come on camera. Please settle down. Sit straight with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Please close your eyes. Let us all enter into the deep meditative space. And get ready to prepare your inner space to receive the darshan of Bhagavan. Settle down. Put your phones aside. Put all distractions away. Enter into the pure, absolute silence, the deep meditative space. Breathe in slowly and deeply. And breathe out slowly and deeply. Silence. The pure Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam. Become the pure witness. Close your eyes. Become the pure witness for everything that's happening in you. witnessing all the thoughts arising in you, all the thoughts being sustained in you, all the thoughts being rejuvenated in you, and ultimately merging back into that pure oneness. Become that Bhutam, the pure witness, consciousness without witnessing, without the commentary continuously. Just sit and connect to that space. Observe the observer in you who is observing your thoughts. Not just observing your thoughts, observe even the observer who is observing your thoughts. Become step back, become that absolute pure witness. And to the deep soul within. Just being a pure conscious witness to everything that is happening around you. Close your eyes. Continue to sit still. Continue in the pure state, in that complete witness. And be a witness to all things happening in you. The gratitude, the devotion, everything that's happening in you. All the PS participants in straight, please close your book. Remain in that pure, serene space with no kind of thoughts, with no kind of distraction, nothing at all. Just sit. Witness as every thought arises in you, as every thought dies down. Witness, become a pure witness that you are Paramashiva, the ultimate. And at the very same time, you are also manifesting in you. You are there and here both. The consciousness has pervaded you. Continue to remain seated and bring that meditative space in you. Remain in that absolute peace. Observe, not just observing your thought, observe even the observer observing the thoughts. Enter into the complete silence. Do not try to consciously create anything. Do not try to sustain, because you are the focal point in which all of it is getting created, all of it is sustained, all of it is rejuvenated. You are the focal point in which everything happens. Relax and rest in that space. Remember Swamiji's words again and again in you. How a false perception of continuity that's given by your name makes you lose eternity itself because of the perceived continuity given by your name. Each of these truths, so profound, takes you to understand deeper about you. Witness that absolute pure consciousness, which is manaso javiyaha, swifter than the mind. Your consciousness that is much beyond than what you can grasp. It is manaso javiyaha, swifter than your mind. Even as you try to grasp, it has already expanded. It is ekam, nityam, eternal, vimalam, absolutely pure, achalam, unmoving, stable, sarvadhi sakshi bhutam, all the witness, the pure witness for all that there is. Ekam nityam vimalam achalam sarvadhi sakshi bhutam. Witness the pure consciousness in every aspect. Continue to have your eyes closed. Continue to be the witness. Let See where all of these started in you. The origin, the source, the continuation, and the point where everything merges back. The focal point. And relax as a pure witness. Continue to close your eyes. Visualize how the Chit Jata, the Chit Jata Granthi, all the knots, that is the unconscious thinking leaking into your conscious listening, forms the Granthi, the Chit Jata Granthi. All those that are watching us on YouTube, Facebook, all the social media platforms, take this few minutes to just sit and relax into that space. The space of pure witness. You have all day, you have all life that you keep running behind, running after, running and running. Take some time to sit with you, to sit with a being who reminds you of your highest possibility. Continue to sit. Sit as a pure witness. This is the most powerful way you can prepare yourself to receive the initiation. That absolute nirvikalpa samadhi, where your inner space is intensely active yet not tired. That pure, tireless inner space. Close your eyes. Just remain. Be there as a witness. Remain in that eternal awareness, observing all the gaps, the pauses, the noise, the sound. Who is listener? Who is thinking? And which part of you is running in that autopilot mode? Let us all get ready to receive the darshan. Connecting with the divine, with your eyes closed, is meditation Connecting with the divine, with your eyes open, is Darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to Darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Nithyananda, Sadashiva, 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 Nithyananda, Sadashiva.
सुराधिपं नमस्कृत्य शशाङ्ककृतशेखरं कपालमालिनं देवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवं
Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Nithyananda, Sadashiva, Sadashiva, Sadashiva.